मेगाहर्ट्ज कम्युनिटी रेडियो ज्ञानवाणी यानी कि ज्ञान की वाणी। नो योर फैकल्टी सेगमेंट ले आया हूं आप लोगों के पास दोबारा। और आज जो गेस्ट हैं यहाँ पर वो बहुत खास हैं, खासम खास हैं। हम बड़ी प्रतीक्षा कर रहे थे उनके आने की कि हमें बस मतलब उनके कब दर्शन हमें हो जाएं, किसी तरह से वो यहाँ पर आएँ। तो किसी तरह उन्होंने अपने व्यस्त कार्यक्रम में से थोड़ा सा समय निकाल कर हम लोगों के पास आज वो आई हैं। जी हाँ, मैं बात कर रहा हूँ नन अदर देन डॉक्टर सुमन नायर की, जो कि डीन है स्कूल ऑफ पब्लिक हेल्थ की। पब्लिक हेल्थ के स्टूडेंट्स पहले भी हम लोगों के पास आ चुके हैं, लेकिन इस बार जो आए हैं हम लोगों के पास वो नो योर फैकल्टी सेगमेंट में मैम खुद आई हैं। ज्ञान का भंडार है, काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें हम लोगों को बताएंगी, काफ़ी सारे सवाल हम उनसे पूछेंगे, उनके बारे में बहुत सारी ऐसी बातें जानेंगे जो अब तक कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को नहीं पता है, आप लोगों को नहीं पता है, तो उसको हम आप लोगों के साथ बाद में शेयर करेंगे। सबसे पहले मैं उनका वार्म वेलकम करता हूँ और उनका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूँ। मैम कैसे हैं आप? हाउ आर यू?
Hi, Abhinav. Thank you so much for this, warm welcome. And I'm really delighted to be here this morning.
मैम सबसे पहले जिस सवाल की हम लोग शुरुआत करते हैं तो वहीं से शुरुआत करूंगा। टेल अस अबाउट योर जर्नी हियर एट डी वाई पाटिल यूनिवर्सिटी. When did you start working here and how have you evolved as a teacher and human being?
So, the School of Public Health is relatively a new school of the university.
Yes.
And I joined the school nearly about a year and a half ago. So
Wow.
I came here only in 2022 February.
Yes.
But I already feel that I've been here for a long time now. So it's been a very challenging journey, but I must say very heartening and exciting all the same. And every day is a learning process. So I'm really enjoying it, and I'm sure it could go on for a long time now. So yeah, so I'm liking it.
As you actually like your smile says always कि आप सारे काम वैसे ही करते हो, मतलब परेशानी भी आए, चैलेंज भी आए तो भी स्माइल मुस्कुराते हुए। Okay, what made you choose the field of public health? How did you prepare yourself for this since school and college days?
So I don't know if I decided to be a public health specialist from my college days. From the time when my time, the main career focus has been either being a doctor or an engineer. Everyone else, I probably also took the route which is off travel. So I became a doctor. I trained in medicine from Kilpauk Medical College in Chennai, and they did my MD from Kasturba Medical College in Manipal. So the first few years of my life, I was more of a clinician. And first 10 years, I must say, I did a lot of training to be an internal medicine specialist, and did some fellowship in cardiology and a whole lot of things. It was only later, maybe 2 decades, a little more than 2 decades, is when I moved on to academics, when I took up community medicine or preventive medicine and public health, to be more precise, when I moved into the realm of academics and became a public health physician. And that's when I realized that's my call, to be a part of it. It gives you an opportunity to, yes, be a primary care physician, but more importantly, to also look at the population as such, the community, which is so important.
To educate students and
training
them.
Students, I started with, of course, medical students and MD students, and then a lot of PhD students. So all of them, training healthcare providers, being a part of the whole healthcare setup has been quite a rewarding journey, and I think it's been my calling all the time. Though I discovered it a little late, but I think I'm in the right track now and I'm enjoying it.
अमूमन मतलब ऐसा अक्सर कम होता है कि मतलब जो प्रैक्टिसिंग डॉक्टर्स होते हैं, दे एक्चुअली केम इनटू एकेडमिक्स के, वो अब आएं और स्पेशली ट्रेन करें, स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ाएं, अगर मतलब वो स्पेशली मेडिकल कॉलेज में नहीं पढ़ा रहे हैं तो।
So I must tell you that I was in the medical school. I was with Kasturba Medical College in Manipal. It was when I was invited to be a part of the new school here. It was something which I thought was a great opportunity to build a new school, and particularly a school of public health in the era that we are living today. I really felt that was a calling which I think I should take, and that's how I'm here. And I'm totally loving it. Yes.
And we are actually so much obliged actually you're here. Okay, Dr. Vijay Patil is an inspiration for all of us. How has he motivated you? I'm sure you have met with him.
Oh, yes. So, in fact, sir is a visionary. And I think I was sold to his vision. He has this vision of making this university a world-class university, which is best in the world. And that's something he's really striving towards. And I felt I could be a small part of this journey. And that's how I came in here. And I think one more thing I must say, that strategically positioning the School of Public Health, School of Management, School of Law, and now Creative Studies in one facility is a great, I think, very revolutionary idea, because together we can do so much of, activities which can bring about a change in the landscape of this country.
Yes,
So
definitely.
clearly a great visionary. Yeah.
Okay, tell us something about Miss Vandana Mishra Chaturvedi and her strong hand of guidance for this institution.
Yeah, Dr. Vandana is a very dynamic person, someone,
must say.
great oratorial skills, excellent interpersonal skills, and with a great sense of humor. So I feel it's a very enviable combination of traits that makes her the leader that she is, and someone who is very, very likable and
So much
get along
energetic
with.
actually at the
Very
same time.
energetic, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, what are some of the key challenges that public health professionals face in ensuring the well-being of communities? Now, actually, we are moving towards the public health sector.
Yeah. So I think public health as a speciality is still, although the last 2 years, the global problem we had, the pandemic that we went through, was a watershed moment for public health, and that's when people realized, oh, there is something that needs to be looked up, and so that came into the focus. But I still believe there's a long way to go. Especially in a country like India, we still have a long way to go to make public health, understood by people. In fact, even today, people come up to me and ask me, what exactly do you do? And that is, something which I think we need to change.
Actually, it happens with you also
Oh yes, they
nowadays.
do. They
Oh
do.
my God.
They come and ask me, what exactly do you do? And then we take all the trouble to tell them what public health is,
we do especially.
So it requires to be told, and people still need to understand. So there are a lot of challenges out there, but I'm sure that is what the school is out there for, and we're trying to make that change.
With the recent global health crisis, how has the role of public health evolved and adapted to new challenges?
Yes. So, as we all know, we went through a very difficult, 2 years,
In the
and
time of the
the
pandemic
whole
especially.
world came to a standstill. And we realized that, everyone has to be a part of this health movement.
Yes.
And that was one thing which came together when people realized that it is, health is not about one individual, one doctor, one nurse. No, it's about everybody coming together. So that was a great awakening for people, working as a team. And secondly, I think the digital revolution has made a lot of difference. And I think that is what going forward is going to be the defining moment for public health as well, wherein we use technology to bring people together and make people aware and make this into, an idea, a concept which everybody understands, from
Oh,
the
yes.
person who's, from the grassroots level to the person who sits on the
top level
and
especially.
policy making level. Yes.
Vaccination have been a hot topic in recent years, and especially in the pandemic years 2020 to 2021. How does public health play a role in promoting vaccination and ensuring community immunity?
Nice. Thank you. I like that community immunity talk.
And it was also about the herd community, if I'm right, na?
Yeah, herd
or the
immunity.
herd immunity. Herd
Yes,
immunity.
right.
You also please tell us about that.
Oh, sure. So vaccination is a public health success story.
Yes.
Right. It's been there for quite some time now, and today, if we know about eradicating a disease like smallpox, it
Yes.
happened because of the vaccination that was
Yes.
taken up in large scale. Now, when we say herd immunity, it's about it's kind of a protective layer that we bring in a group of people.
In the group of people.
So when you have this protective layer among a certain amount of people, so it's not that everybody in that group is going to be protected and will not have the disease,
Okay.
but there is a significant number of people who are immune, or you develop immunity among them. So
Wow.
when these people form a protective shield and protect others from falling ill.
Falling ill.
So this is what is herd immunity.
Herd immunity.
And that depends on very many factors. So you calculate a herd immunity, what should be the herd immunity, what proportion of people should be vaccinated to bring about this herd immunity will depend on a whole lot of other factors.
Yes.
But that is how we decide what proportion of people should be immunized to bring about a herd immunity to protect against that particular disease.
Okay.
So we say about 70% of the population, if they are immunized, we can essentially, eliminate or eradicate a problem. That
A
means
problem, yes, definitely.
these protected people will prevent the others from falling or getting the disease, and thereby they are also protected.
They
So
can
this
help
is
in their
essentially-
own way, especially. that
Yeah, so this
community.
is how herd immunity helps, and vaccination is, of course, one important predictor for this. But remember, vaccination is a it's a kind of a passive immunization
passive
because we are
immunization.
giving it.
Yes.
Whereas, actively, when you fall ill, also
Okay.
some of us, once you get ill, then you may not fall ill again. There are certain diseases wherein once you fall ill, that you're protected against a disease. So
Yes,
that's
okay.
also a way in which herd immunity can develop in certain situations.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Wow, wonderful. Nicely explained, actually. Thank you so much, ma'am. Especially now, actually, people who are listening to us, जिनको अभी नहीं पता कम से कम herd immunity के बारे में, उन्हें काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें पता चल रही हैं और वैक्सीनेशन का एक जो अलग रोल है वो आप लोगों को अभी पता चला. तो आप आई हैं तो पब्लिक हेल्थ से रिलेटेड रखें कम से
Sure.
कम 4-5 क्वेश्चंस एंड देन एक्चुअली वी विल मूव फॉर द रैपिड फायर राउंड. Environmental factors can significantly impact public health. Could you elaborate on how public health efforts work to create healthier environments?
Okay, so when we in public health talk about environment, it's a whole lot of things. One is, of
Okay.
course, your physical environment,
Yes.
which involves your,
Yes, mostly.
the temperature, the climate change, and all those things. The other is could be the social environment, the people who are surrounding you, living with you,
Actually,
living
you
in a
to
poor.
Conditions.
As compared to living in some affluent conditions. So
Yes.
that's also an environment. So all of these factors have an important role to play in how a person can fall ill or tackle a disease and so on. Okay, health environment, whether they have access to healthcare system, that's also an environment,
Yes,
around
yes,
you.
yes.
So public health has to play a role in making sure all these environmental factors are taken care so that people have access to optimal health.
Yes.
So it could be in terms of tackling climate change in our own way, bringing about awareness, making people aware of it. Small things like, say, how do you get rid of plastics, and how do you make people say, okay, we should not be doing this, which could be detrimental to the public, environment.
You can
That
also
is
actually
one.
make people aware about the global harming and
Exactly.
global warming and something
Absolutely.
like that. Yes.
So, those kind of things. And like I said, also the social environment. How do you make people, take care of stigma? Do not, look down on certain people.
Okay, yes.
How they have to make sure that they be sensitized to gender issues. So, all of these are also part of the environment, and which can actually have an impact in public health.
Wow.
And yes, we are, directly or
Doing that.
indirectly involved in all that.
Mental health is gaining more attention as an essential aspect of overall well-being, especially, after the pandemic, actually. We have all seen that era especially.
Yes.
Awareness, mental health awareness and support. So you can tell us how does the public health contribute to mental health awareness and support?
Yes, so mental health is, it starts at home. It starts, in your own backyard. So unless
By
we are all,
yourself especially.
if we are all happy and comfortable within ourselves, it may be difficult to carry out our day-to-day activities. So I understand where during the pandemic, a whole lot of people, came under a lot of duress, stress, staying at home,
Yes.
being locked in for a long time, not being able to see family members. So all these things had a big role to play in,
Anxious, actually depressed, stressed,
yes, anxiety.
tensioned.
But more importantly, these days, what I'm observing is also the social media, your access to your phones, that is also a huge stress for people.
Definitely.
Especially growing children. And I find my young students who are constantly being addicted to these phones and those, the fake images that come through social media.
Yes, definitely.
It kind of has an impact on their mental well-being. So there is a whole lot of things out there. And I think in the current scenario with the advent of technology, on one hand you have the good things about it, but on the other hand there are bad things
The
which can have an
disadvantages
impact on mental health. And so yes, we are looking at areas we can actually intervene in some ways and bring about certain changes, working with certain communities, vulnerable population, and looking forward to certain interventions which can actually make a change.
Make a change. Okay, emergencies like natural disasters or disease outbreaks can strain public health systems. How do organizations prepare for and respond to such challenges?
So that is one of the important activities of public health, right? Outbreak investigation. As you saw, the pandemic, that was
Yes.
one area where public health specialists were in great demand because they have that special, knowledge and the know-how as to how to investigate a specific problem. If there
Yes.
is an outbreak, is that going to be is that really an outbreak? Is that really a problem we need to tackle? If so, how do we go about it? So these are some of the traits that we train our students as well, and these are the people who are going to go out there and make a change, because this was just one of problem. So we have
Yeah,
a lot
that
of
was
it.
only
We
the one
keep having
incident.
small, outbreaks and disease outbreaks and things which keep happening at every nook and corner and which needs to be controlled immediately.
Yes.
So knowing these, steps in tackling it is crucial to public health specialists, and that is something which we as a specialty are trying to bring about a change. And having these specialists out there will tackle the larger problems that come up.
Wow, wonderful actually. Making
Yeah.
people aware and actually.
Yeah, and also there are very many steps involved in it. There is it's a very specialized kind of work which well-trained health specialists, public health specialists can carry out.
And they are actually working there
Yeah,
in the environment and
so,
atmosphere.
they were at the forefront during the pandemic, and I'm sure
Sure.
in future also. That's one area our school is going to be going to bring about these specialists and who can be out there
Trying to do the
helping
actually especially changes
Yeah.
here. Definitely, there is a clap for public health workers.
you.
Actually, they are doing so much work for the society. They have been doing it since a long time, and especially in the pandemic, we have seen them. Okay, what makes our institution unique? Of course, it's a faculty like us, definitely. But what about the factors such as infrastructure, cafeteria, lab, and research facilities, the varied courses, and the general environment of learn and fun, and later earn?
Right. Okay. Yeah, this is a very unique, picturesque campus. I must say, it's one of the most beautiful campus you can see in this region in Mumbai. In fact, I was, really when I first saw the campus, I was so taken in by it. It's beautiful. It's
same
green.
here. So
It's lovely.
so much greenery is
Yeah, in the heart of a city. It's very difficult to find. And of course, it's a very multidisciplinary campus. You have so many, specialities within one, campus. That is
Within
unique
campus,
by
yes.
itself. So that there's a lot of cross-cutting work that goes on and people interact, etc. And of course, you have fabulous infrastructure. The Center of Excellence is a great example.
Yes, yes,
And
definitely.
we are fortunate to be, housed there. So we have been, taking advantage of that. The fantastic cafeteria. I don't think any cafeteria in the country has such a fantastic. I mean, any university cafeteria is as good as this.
Yes.
So yes, cafeteria, the classrooms which are world class, and the opportunities that are given, the management support. So all in all, I think it's a great place to be in, and I think the students coming here are extremely fortunate. They have a lot of access to a whole lot of facilities which can, take them places and be leaders in a global arena. Yeah.
And especially, actually, we are blessed with the faculty like that. You actually didn't mention about that. What's the greatest lesson you got from your student or students?
Greatest lesson.
Yeah, you got
that
from your
I
students.
got from it that we are also learning.
Yes, definitely.
So that is the thing. So when from my students teach me a lot of things, and I think one thing I like being amid students is that you are constantly learning. And if I am not updating myself, I'm going to be not going to be very effective.
Yes,
So
definitely.
that is one thing I think is a learning bites. That is to be a learner all your
So
life.
actually constant
As long
learner.
as you are, if you are a teacher, you have to be a learner.
Learner.
Otherwise, you can't be a teacher.
Oh, okay. If you would have not be a professor, you would be doctor,
Professor? Professor, you mean okay.
lecturer, professor. If you would not have.
You
been
mean I
there.
would if I would not have been in the medical and teaching profession, what
Yeah,
else would I
especially
have
in
done?
the teaching profession. Yeah.
Maybe I would have been in the performing arts. I love theatre. I love
wow, wonderful, actually.
reading.
Same
I
here.
love So perhaps I would have been in the performing arts. I grew up in. Hopefully I was born at this era wherein you had more choices open
More
now.
choices open,
Whereas
definitely.
during my time it was more very strict and it was about But I have no regrets. I'm very happy where I am.
Oh,
but I'm
that's
saying.
good. नेक्स्ट टाइम अगर हम लोग आएंगे तो नोई और डिपार्टमेंट में मैम को दोबारा बुलाने वाले हैं तो हमें इनकी परफॉर्मिंग आर्ट्स की कैपेबिलिटीज के बारे में कैपेसिटीज के बारे में हमें
Not
पता
that I have
चलेगा
great arts.
स्पेशली नो
But I like that,
especially
yeah.
we would love to actually have you here. What do you do in your free time? How do you juggle your hobbies with your career?
Right. My hobbies, I basically, I love reading. So that is something which is very easily, can be incorporated.
have
But
that
these
time.
days I hardly get time, but I love reading. Also, that started from a very young age. I was I had bronchial asthma as a child.
Oh,
So
okay.
we were not allowed to move out much. So I was always kept at home, and that's how I started reading. And
So
that
actually
became a part
disease
of.
came as a boon to you?
Yeah, it came as a boon, I suppose. Yeah, but then it took away my capability of being a sportswoman. I'm terrible in sports. So, but at least this makes it makes up for it.
I
I
believe that.
also love watching movies, and yeah, so all these things.
I
I
would
like.
definitely actually ask you about that, the questions related to the movies.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Especially, we are ready with ma'am. Ma'am, are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so actually we will give
Shoot.
the answer instantly. Okay. Best advice you got in your career? Okay,
Best
no
advice.
issue.
It's best advice I got in career.
You got in your career.
Be the best in whatever you do.
As you are, especially. Okay. The happiest moment of your life.
Happiest moment. I think every day is a happy moment for me.
So actually, you live in the moment, especially.
Yes. Yeah.
You are like that.
There's no happiest. Yeah, everything is happy.
The saddest moment of your life.
Saddest.
you
Yeah,
want to
I
share.
lost my father at a very young age. So
Oh,
that was
okay.
something which has been a
Sorry about that. Okay. Challenging moment of your life.
challenging. Oh, I think taking up this,
This school?
Yes, start actually heading the school has been a challenging offer, and I'm reveling in it. I think it was one of the best challenges I've ever taken up.
Wow. Okay, which actress is your favorite? You are talking about the movies.
Actress.
Actor or actress? Hollywood, Bollywood, like,
Oh,
whatever
I
you
have a
see.
lot of them. So many actresses. So
Oh,
no
okay.
specific person. Yeah.
Okay. Any male actor?
Actor.
Actor?
So I wouldn't want to play
Oh, no issue. Then, I mean-
favorites, but I like a lot of them.
Okay.
So whether it's you want, I mean, so I like Tom Hanks. I know he's an old guy, but I still like him.
Oh, nice. That's wonderful.
And I like
I've seen his Apollo. Apollo
Manoj
13.
Bajpayee and those kind of actors. Yeah.
Okay. Your favorite book?
My favorite book, Dog in the Nighttime. What? Yeah, The Curious Instinct of the Dog in the Nighttime.
Oh, especially it sounds like the curious case of Benjamin Button.
No, it's very different.
Actually it was a movie of Brad Pitt. Okay. Oh, your favorite movie? If
My
you such
favorite
have any.
movie, which is, I mean, recent.
Recent, yes, you can tell me the recent movie. Have you seen that or your all-time favorite movie? Be it in Hollywood or Bollywood, whatever you see. Favorite food?
Favorite food.
मैम आप सोच रहे हैं मतलब सब चलता है मुझे मैं कौन
Yeah,
सा
I know. That's
favorite
what I
बताऊं?
don't know whether I want to take favoritism because I like everything. I'm a foodie. I love food.
You are like the universal. especially.
I like continental.
Your favorite holiday destination apart from your home, huh?
Favorite holiday destination. I like hills and mountains.
Hills and mountains. Okay, some insights. There was a rapid fire round. I think it was nice. And some insights of your life. I would ask the question. An idea that changed your life.
An idea that changed my life. Yeah, shifting my profession, like being from a medical school to a public health school, I think has changed my overall outlook to a lot of things and has changed my life. I moved places, I moved schools, so
Okay.
I guess that's changed my life.
That changed your life. Okay. How success has changed you? You
I
seem
don't know
like
if
that.
I've reached the pinnacle of success, but I don't think it has changed me at all. I'm the same person that
You're the
I
same
was.
person. Best role of your life: mother, wife, daughter, teacher.
All are equally important.
Okay.
I think I have
So you're
enjoyed
the best in all of them, or what do you? Oh, you're trying actually. You try.
mother, daughter. I think I've not been a great daughter. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm okay.
mother, daughter, wife, and teacher.
I think I've been a decent mother, and I
Okay.
think I'm a decent teacher. I don't know about being a wife and a
She will tell us later, especially about that.
yeah.
Okay. Are you the strict mother? But sometimes.
No, I'm
Oh, you
not
are
very
like that.
strict. I'm a pretty lenient, genial mother.
Okay,
Yeah.
you are not strict, ना? You don't look
Not
like that.
very, but yeah, sometimes I can be nasty, but generally I'm.
अब ठीक है आपकी नाराजगी है तो मतलब आप बस दिखा देते हो बहुत ज्यादा मतलब ठीक है नाराज है मुझे समझ में
कभी-कभी
नहीं आया
तो
बट ठीक है
गुस्सा तो आ जाता है and I would be I think I can be nasty that even I think at
बिल्कुल,
workplace I am but overall I'm not that I don't get flustered that easily. Yeah.
Okay, great. So do you cry sometimes?
Yes, I do.
In alone actually?
Alone.
I mean, definitely. कुछ लोग
No,
होते
I
हैं
do
जो alone-
burst out into tears. I get when I get angry, I burst into tears. So I'm quite
okay.
yeah. I think crying is an important thing. It's a
Definitely.
stress buster. You need
Definitely.
to do that at times. Yeah.
Actually, it creates. I mean, why it detox your body, it detox your mind, detox your emotions. I mean, it's like the catharsis
Yeah,
of
you're
yourself.
right. I think I agree.
Okay, any message you want to convey to anyone?
Right. So I think we need to be whatever we do. We do it ethically.
Okay.
Do it with a lot of care and be true to yourself.
Wow,
so that
wonderful.
will give you the confidence to take on this world, and nobody can stop you from achieving your goals.
Okay, there was an insights of her life, especially. अब मेरे पास एक और round है, वो है this or that round. That is the last round of this interview. So I think you are ready for that. Okay, veg or non-veg?
Non-veg.
She looks like especially the gentle one. So I was saying that you are the veg one. Okay, tea or coffee?
Both.
Both. बस चल जाता है जो भी मतलब मौके वौके के हिसाब से. Same here like that now. Okay, gym और yoga?
Yoga.
Early riser और night owl?
Early riser.
मतलब ये आप ऐसी हैं मतलब खुद जगती हूँ सबको जगाती हूँ जाओ चलो काम हो गया चलो काम करने को सबको जगाती
नहीं, मैं तो जाग जाती हूँ. Rest can get up anytime they like. I like my me space.
Okay,
I like
your
to
me
get up
space.
early, be on my own.
Emotional or practical? Actually, you look like the emotional one, you know, or maybe actually you're balanced on the emotionally practical.
Maybe, but I think I'm more practical.
Oh, books or Kindle?
Books.
Mountains or beaches? But actually, you have told me the mountains. You love
Mountains.
mountains. Religious or spiritual?
Spiritual.
Or library or classroom?
Library or classroom, both.
You love
Both are
both.
important. Yeah.
Okay. Amazon Prime or Netflix? What do you watch?
So I was a Netflix, freak at one point, but now I don't know if it's Prime because Netflix has lost on all its good content. So yeah, so now I think it's Prime, but Prime very poor interface. So I still prefer Netflix interface.
Okay, there is also one choice I have given to you: Game of Thrones or House of Cards. Which one you say?
Neither.
Thank God, especially because I was not the Game of Thrones type of guy. I actually watch House of Cards with Kevin Spacey, something like that. Apart from that, there is also one question. I have actually a lot of questions to you if actually want to ask personally, but the emergence of AI. So, do you feel, any advantages or disadvantages in this generation, Gen Z, or especially with the public health sector?
Okay, thank you for asking me that. I think it's a great movement. You know, it is probably, there are a lot of people out there who feel it is not the good thing to happen, particularly with your chat GPT and etc. And I was also quite clueless in the beginning, but then I realized working with Gen Z and also interacting with them, and then looking at the possibility that AI can give you and making your life easier, use it judiciously. I think it's going to revolutionize this world.
Great.
And I think it's going to do exactly what computers did years ago. It's
Yes.
going to be a movement, and it's going to really make life
The
a lot
digital
easier.
media came after the computer, then digital media came,
Yes.
and now actually
And
AI
it can be used in public health as well. There are a lot of places where we can use it, and we are trying to use it now.
Wow.
And I think that's going to be the future. So unless you get into it, get trained, understand it, you'll lose the race. So I think we have to accept it and use it judiciously and try to make the best use of it. I think the world is going to be a great place to be
a
in.
great place to be in.
And in fact, I consider my generation to be very fortunate. We have seen,
They've
we've
seen a
moved
lot of
from,
changes, especially.
from everything, and now it's AI and everything. So I think it's an amazing
Even mine
place
too,
to be.
especially. I was actually at the time of the DD, especially, and I'm not so much old.
You're very young.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't think
young.
you're
Thank you.
my
Yes.
generation.
I was actually born in the 87, so actually I've seen the DD and Nation.
Right.
At that generation, Hamara Bajaj type of the ad.
Yes.
Actually, I came in that generation, the 2000, and after 2000, I'm here.
Yes,
So
so that's a
actually,
great.
I'm quite fortunate in that
it's
generation,
amazing.
especially.
Yeah, what an exposure to so much of
much,
the
so much,
change in the whole media scene, and of course,
Definitely.
generally the life itself. So yeah.
Okay, there is also only one question now. Like, if you actually have the opportunity to be the Prime Minister of India, what you will change? What the first thing actually you will do?
First thing I'll do, I think the current PM is doing a great job. But of course,
You
I
will get
do.
that chance actually. People are choosing you now.
Choosing me, I don't want to be in that place, by the way. But anyway, if I'm being chosen, I would try to make people have more.
Truthful.
Yes, you're right. Maybe being more ethical. Doing things because they have to do it right. And I think we also, there are a few things I would like to do. I think especially with respect to the schooling, I think we need to start young and understand that our school children have to understand the importance of hygiene and soft skills, etc. We can't expect them to be having it later on life. So the school structure is something which I would like to bring a change about. I know they're trying to do it with NEP, etc., but I don't know how much we're going to incorporate these specific things in the young minds.
Wow.
Because if they are brought up well, I think our country can actually go places, because that feeling of having a clean environment, keeping our things clean,
So much
talking
organized,
properly,
especially.
well to people. All these things come with, being taught at a young age. So that is something I want to bring about a change. Yeah, I would like to bring so that every child has equal opportunity to go to a good school and learn everything at that level, so that there is no requirement for a reservation extra later, because they're all
Yes.
equally competent
Yes.
and equally,
So much opportunities for
exposed.
them.
Yeah, so that is what I want.
Well, wonderfully said, ma'am. So it was Dr. Sumanar with us, School of Public Health. Say especially. So be with us. Stay tuned. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Abhinav.